Guys, hi, Rod, just checking in on Tuesday night of our first week of class. So, thank you so much for rolling up your sleeves and getting on your knees and putting your mind and heart in gear to take on this challenge of a master's level course for theological training for ministry. That said, I want to encourage you. This is going to be hard work, but you can do it by the grace of God. Someone shared way before I ever thought about attempting a PhD and before I even went into master's level work in seminaries that a PhD is just simply prayer, hard work, and dedication. That's very, very true. As it used to be said by one of the famous coaches in college football, football is 90% heart, 10% ability. So, with that, I just want to encourage you that you have to make time for this course, and you know your own reading speed and work time it takes to write papers. So just be in tune with yourself, but be trusting in the Lord that He will see you through this. And I will be doing all I can to try to encourage and help you each week along the way. So each week I'll be sending out a video, probably 10 to 20 minutes, overviewing that week's work, giving highlights of what to look for in text as well as in the assignments being asked of you. In this first week for our course Lead 510, you are simply being asked to do your introduction discussion board, which is being posted into a Facebook with the title Leadership 510. And I will try to send that here with this video, where to find that Facebook. I'm still learning how to use Facebook, but the page has been established. The introduction has been posted for you to follow to do your own introduction. In addition to that, which is due this Sunday night, I do need to hear from you by tomorrow if you have completed what we call the course requirements checklist. That is simply going through the syllabus and also going through the writing guide that we are borrowing from Liberty Seminary, which is called the School of Divinity at Liberty University now. I just want you to familiarize yourself with especially the capitalizations that are asked of you in writing theological papers according to the writing guide that's being practiced at Liberty Seminary, the Rawlings School of Divinity, that writing guide, as well the footnoting and bibliographic entries, how to, that you will be asked and expected to practice when you reference a quote from one of your text or other sources you'll be using to write your papers. Then that's what the form that you are expected to practice in writing papers in following Turabian. I have asked you to purchase a used copy of Turabian. Even without that, you can get a lot of mileage just simply following this writing guide. So that's why I'm asking you to go through that. It's about 9 pages, I think, and then go through all 6 pages of the syllabus to acquaint yourself again with what's the expectations, what will be the assignments, and then, yes, what will be the week by week work that you can be thinking, planning your time, and anticipating the work. So that said, that's it for this week. Again, the checklist and your class introduction. You do have your reading in Hal. You've got chapters 1 and 2, and then also your Blanchard, the introduction, chapters 1 and 2 in Hal, the introduction, and then chapter 1 of Blanchard. And then with the Forrest and Roden book, you have your introduction. So that's the largest text you'll be working through, except for your last week of working through Malfer's Advanced Planning. That one is a little bit lengthier as a book. I don't think it's quite as long as Forrest's book that he edited and put together along with Chet Roden. These are 2 teachers at Liberty, and Benjamin Forrest is a young man, very sharp, very dedicated. His dad's a Southern Baptist pastor, I believe, or his dad's a Southern Baptist deacon in Idaho. And so he and his brother have been brought up in a very godly home, and Benjamin is a sharp young man. Put together this work on studying leadership from the Old and New Testament, which is going to be a very rewarding study of Scripture as you work through that text and going through all the assignments on it. And you'll have two specific assignments coming up in weeks 6 and, let's see, the New Testament, the Old Testament. I'm looking for that. Old Testament's going to be in weeks 3 and 4. So those assignments will come directly from your read of Forrest's book. So the rest of the books, you'll be following our reading schedule through these 12 weeks. And again, what I've done with this, all the courses at Liberty are 8 weeks in length. I've extended these out to 12 weeks as we'll be following them to allow the extra time for you to go through all the work that's expected and asked of you in following these master level courses that we'll be utilizing from Liberty. So next year, there will be 4 courses that will be going through from Liberty, and they'll be 12 weeks each also. So there'll only be minimal breaks because that's 48 weeks for the whole year. So basically they run back to back except for probably just a 2-week break in the summer and then 2 weeks for the Christmas break. So that's what's ahead and what's being anticipated as to our schedule for these courses. I really wanted to just see the class be relatively small, so you 4 men going through this course is great because I want to make sure you get through this, and by the grace of God, that's where we all make our achievements through, but also of my being faithful to you 4 men to see you make these assignments be completed and to complete this work. But you need to do it in these 12 weeks. I don't want to extend it out at all for you nor myself selfishly, but the other courses will be starting up right after the new year, and you need to be on it and not having any kind of late work from this course. So I want to be clear, stay with the work each week. And again, plan your schedule, anticipate it, carve out the time, and dedicate the time of what's going to be needed for reading your text. All of these texts are going to reward you in understanding better ministry work and leadership, especially. But plan the time and be ready for it. So there'll be more reading than you've had in any other courses you've had in our seminary extension here in the association now that we're using these Liberty courses. Any questions all the time, you are welcome to email me, text me, or call me, please. My cell number, I think all of you have it, but it's our local area code 209. It's the number with a lot of twos. So it's 202-2236. Again, 202-2236. It's on all my emails that go out to you in relation to the course. Guys, thanks. I look forward to this work with you. So the first discussion board topic begins in our week 2, and you have your mentor interviews. So be thinking about who you want to interview. That's what's asked of you for week 2, to give confirmation who is going to be your interview with who's the mentor you're going to be interviewing, the 2, and then when is it going to happen and where. It's very specifically asking those 3 things: who, what, when, and when, and the where. What is the contacts? How are you going to be contacting them? And then where the interview will take place and the when. So give me all of that in this assignment, please, for the mentor interview confirmations coming up in week 2. So be praying who you want to be interviewing as a mentor and learning from them as to what those insights are going to help you also in your mentoring others as well. You're being more effective in ministry. That's what the mentor mentor interview assignment work is all about. Guys, thanks. God bless you. Have a great rest of the week. Again, let me know by tomorrow you're going through the checklist and the syllabus, that meaning the syllabus and the Rawlings School of Divinity Writing Guide. Thanks, man. God bless you. Bye.